What if I told you that World War III nearly started by accident? Not once, not twice, but multiple times. And in some cases, we were just minutes away from nuclear destruction. Imagine waking up to an alarm telling you a nuclear missile is incoming. What would you do? That's exactly what happened. And it was all a mistake. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might be asking yourself, are we closer to World War III than ever before? To understand how close we've come to World War III, we need to go back to a time when the world was on edge, the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union weren't just enemies, they were superpowers, armed to the teeth with nuclear weapons, constantly watching each other, waiting for the slightest mistake. And trust me, mistakes happened. But some mistakes were far worse than others, and a few came dangerously close to turning the Cold War into a nuclear war. The Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. The first and perhaps most famous close call happened in October 1962. The Soviet Union had placed nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles from the US. The American government discovered them, and for 13 days the world teetered on the edge of total annihilation. Warships, fighter jets, nuclear submarines, all ready for battle. One Soviet submarine commander, believing war had already begun, came dangerously close to launching a nuclear torpedo. And if he had, well, let's just say, we wouldn't be talking about it today. But at the very last moment, an agreement was reached. The world exhaled. Disaster was averted. For now. The 1983 Soviet nuclear false alarm, the man who saved the world. September 26, 1983. Deep inside a Soviet command bunker, alarms blared. According to their radar, 5 US nuclear missiles were inbound. The order was clear: retaliate, launch nuclear missiles at the US before it's too late. But one man stood in the way, his name, Stanislav Petrov. Instead of following orders, he made a gut decision. Wait, something didn't feel right. Minutes passed, no explosions, no real attack. It was a false alarm caused by a computer glitch. If Petrov had followed protocol, the Soviet Union would have launched its own missiles, triggering all-out nuclear war. One man saved the world. What if he hadn't? And if you think these close calls only involve military leaders and nuclear warheads, think again, because sometimes an ordinary passenger plane can change the course of history. Korean Air Flight 007, 1983. In the year 1983, a South Korean commercial airliner, Flight 007, accidentally strayed into Soviet airspace. The Soviet military, thinking it was a spy plane, shot it down. All 269 passengers were killed, including a US congressman. The US considered it an act of war. For days, tensions skyrocketed. Some feared this was the event that would finally push the world over the edge. But somehow, war was avoided, barely. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, let's fast forward to 2018, when a terrifying mistake sent an entire US state into panic mode. The 2018 Hawaii missile alert, a modern-day panic. January 13th, 2018. Residents of Hawaii received an emergency alert on their phones. For 38 minutes, people believed a nuclear missile was incoming. Some hid in bathtubs, others called their families to say goodbye. It was pure chaos. And then, nothing. It was a false alarm, a misclick, a human error that could have led to retaliation. If a simple mistake can cause that much panic, imagine what could happen in today's world of rising tensions and advanced weaponry. Which brings us to today, and the most important question of all. Are we closer to World War III than ever? We've dodged disaster more times than we can count, but the question remains, are we safer today, or are we closer to World War III than ever before? With new conflicts brewing, nuclear weapons still in play, and AI-controlled warfare on the horizon, the stakes have never been higher. Could the next mistake be the one that finally pushes us over the edge? Let me know in the comments. Do you think World War III is possible in our lifetime? Are we one mistake away from disaster? If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more history. That will make you think twice about the world we live in. Because history isn't just something in the past, it's happening right now.